don't know what else to do because we, men, we've been running the show since what, 10,000 BC, something like that? And we're not doing so good. So please, can you guys just take over? Can you? I think it's time. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
They're doing the same thing right here that they do with the white black stuff. They say that white people have messed up the world. So again, black people need to take over and fix things. And of course, they're not going to. And we have to truly understand that. But again, man, they're doing the same thing with the whole male and female thing. Women, take over. Take over because, again, men have messed things up so bad. Yeah. We truly have to understand what we're doing is we're looking at the absolute negative. We're looking at the worst case. We're looking at everything bad that men have done. And again, I'm not saying there has been bad. There has. But we're looking at bad things that men have done. And again, we're saying that women need to take over? No. Again, man, we have to truly realize, man, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Again, if there's evil in the heart of man and woman, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same. That's what's going on here. That's why we keep falling short. Why people, as a whole, keep falling short. Because again, man, we're evil. We have dialed in and accepted wrong. All we do is virtue signal. That's why things are getting worse, not better. Again, man, I know there's been war and conflict and, things have gone over the years. But again, man, things have gotten worse, out of control. And all we do is be fake. Do fake stuff. And that's what Will Ferrell is doing fake stuff. But again, man, we have to deal with the evil that's inside of us.
Isn't it just time? Isn't it just time for women to run the planet? I'm not just trying to placate you, I swear. But I don't know what else to do because we, men, we've been running the show since what, 10,000 BC, something like that? And we're not doing so good. So please, can you guys just take over?
Things are so feminized now. They truly are. We're over-emphasizing emotions. That's all we do. Again, that's not a masculine trait. That's a feminine trait. We should be downplaying emotions. Because again, guys, overemphasizing emotions is not real. It's truly not, man. We need to downplay them. Again, man, we're so worried about, focusing on saying the wrong pronoun. We're actually saying the right pronoun, but just not the pronoun they want you to use. We have to truly be honest about that stuff, guys. That's what's happening. And again, right now, this country, people in this country are so worried about offending each other. Again, man, you can't say the wrong word. If you're this color, you can't say that. If you're that color, you can't say that. Culture appropriation or whatever. We truly have to be honest, guys, that, what is happening right now, it's not masculine. It's not the patriarchy. It's the matriarchy. Pretending that we're in the patriarchy. We truly have to rub our eyes and wake up and see what's happening in this country. Again, could you imagine if we took the mindset that we have now as a nation, we went back, to 1600 here in America? Again, could you imagine? Could you imagine, man? Again, nothing would get done. This country would not be built. They wouldn't even come here. Again, man, because he'd be too busy sitting there in England arguing with each other over who offended who. That's it. They wouldn't get things done. They wouldn't build things. The people that build things are the ones that keep their eyes on themselves. Again, something I tell my kids quite often is keep your eyes on yourself. Don't worry about what they're doing. Do what you need to do. Make yourself better. Don't worry about what these people are doing or what they think about what you're doing. Because again, man, it really truly does not matter. It doesn't. Again, focus on yourself. Don't worry about them and don't worry about what they're doing. But now, things are the opposite, man. Again, man, if somebody says something the wrong way, we have a safe space that people can go to. You have to worry about the poor babies. Again, nothing would get built. They're making you and me and everyone else weaker. They're making the country weaker. Again, majority of women that are coming into power are mostly, I hate to say, man, but they're mostly, women of color that are mostly liberal, leftist, and they have the wrong ideals. They truly do. What they teach will not build this country. It won't. All it's going to do is, be about arguing about whatever that offended somebody, that made somebody mad, somebody upset. And again, just like I said before, we have to truly be honest, man. There are a lot of very vindictive women out there. There are. And they'll do whatever they have to do to another woman or to another person to get themselves ahead. So again, it's not going to end. The evil is not going to end if we put women in charge. It's not going to. But again, man, we have to realize just how far we have come. We have digressed. Man, even the last, 30, 40 years, man, we have gone downhill big time. Again, we used to be a nation, I hate to say this, man, but of at least somewhat masculine men. I'm going to show you guys a commercial, man, from back about 35 years ago, back when I was probably like a teenager or something. And, again, this is what used to speak to men years ago. Watch this.
You're looking good. You've come so far. We know how to make the most of who you are. Father to son, it's what we've always done. To let the best of man can get. On so many faces, it's plain to see. We give you all we have to give, for all a man can be. Where the race is run, you're the champion. The best of man.
With lubricating strip. The best a man can get.
The best of
The man can get. Remember that?
We're probably going back, 35 years for that one. But, yeah. And the thing is, we have truly got to recognize what's happening, what they're doing, what they're wanting to do, what they're getting rid of. Masculinity. They're truly getting rid of men. They're wanting to be, because again, men are the last stand. Conservative white men, I hate to say this, guys, but I'm sorry, but we are the last stand for the most part against things that are happening. That's why they hate you. They truly hate you. Again, man, they try to call you, racist and neo-Nazi and whatever. Again, they don't like you because, again, they know what you stand for. They know that you're against what is happening. You're against this new agenda this worldview, you're against it. Again, man, men are against things for the most part, man. The real masculine man from years ago, they would stand up. I couldn't imagine what is happening right now, happening 40 years ago. I couldn't imagine. I mean, again, man, people like my dad, I couldn't imagine the way they would react. My dad passed away earlier this year, but I couldn't imagine the way that he'd be. I mean, he'd roll over in his grave watching things happen. My grandparents would. Again, we truly have to understand, it's not about white and black or male and female. It's about destruction. It's about, again, bringing down the Western world, bringing down this country. And again, the real men from years ago used to stand up and they used to have something to say about things. Again, man, right now, they don't champion men like they did 35, 40 years ago in the commercial. No, they champion men to have, purple hair and, talk like this and, again, act very feminine and that kind of stuff and, and overemphasize emotions. And yeah, it's not right. That's not the way things should be. Again, men need to be men and women need to be women. I'm not saying that women can't do things like, like have their own house or run their own life or what. Of course they can. And man, what I am saying is that we're right now confusing things. We're confusing roles. We're trying to make boys girls and girls boys, and we're trying to get things all mixed up. And it's not working. It's making things worse. It's making things very bad. I mean, I'm sorry, ladies, but women cannot be a father. They can't. Again, Ben, I'm not saying that, in no way am I downgrading women, but they can't be fathers. They're not fathers. They're not going to be fathers. We do understand from the numbers that, the majority of people in prison, like 70%, 75%, grew up in homes without fathers. So again, there's something that dads do. There's something men do. And again, man, men kind of, they kind of run the household, or they used to in some ways. And I'm not saying they did so in a bad way, but, they were kind of the ones that kind of ran things. And, I'm not saying everything was good. I'm not saying every man was good. Of course not. But again, guys, man, things have gone so far out of balance the wrong way that we are losing our direction, not only as a country, but the Western world. And again, man, whatever the mainstream media is wanting you to focus on, you need to go in the opposite direction. Because again, what they're doing, the things that they champion are the wrong things. But guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.
You son of a